Hey, all right, so we're going to start with our beginner warm-up, although it is going to be okay for every level. So let's start just with breathing and neck rolls. So inhaling and then exhale, roll forward and down towards the other side. You can reach the fingertips down and now start to roll the shoulders. Start to make it bigger by lifting the elbows up and then extending all the way through the arms. Going forward. All right, so coming into a wide squat, so plie position, knees are over the toes, make sure your legs are relatively wide, and then reaching side to side, you can extend one leg to feel a little bit more of the stretch on the side. So just breathe side to side, a couple more. Now rotating through, flat back all the way down and around, and then come up the other side. Or go through the same thing, just opposite way. So roll all the way through, just finding range of motion through your hips and spine. Good, let's hold it down in the center. And just try and feel a release of your head and neck. Relax here, a few breaths. And feel free to bend the knees softly if that's what you need. Good, so now we're gonna bend the knees, reach up one arm at a time. So taking it into a low squat. Now roll it up nice and slow, let your head come up last. Good. We're gonna do some inchworms now. So first reach above your head and then roll it all the way down, walking it out into a plank. Pushing back to find downward dog, lift your hips. Heels are going to anchor down towards the floor. Then one leg at a time, we're going to lift your heel up, inhale, and then switch sides. Good, so let's flow through that about 2 more times. Walk your hands back in and roll it all the way out. Make sure to continue breathing as you do these. We're warming up the whole body here, pushing down through your plank. And feel free to move the hips a little bit more if you need. Any sticky spots, this is a good time to work through those. One leg at a time, you're going to lift it up, and then last time walking it back all the way in. Good, so now we're going to come to the pull. If you don't have a pull, you can definitely do these without. So just coming into a lunge stance, hands can be on the hips and one hand on the pole if you have it, and drop down and up. Good, so now we're going to hold that lunge at the bottom, so bottom knee's bent, reach the outside arm up and over. So if you're lunging on your right leg, your right arm is going to come up and over, reaching over to the left. Good, so now squaring up the hips, straighten the legs, hinge forward. Try and find a nice even hips. So front hip is going to feel like it's pulling back towards the back hip. You can have both hands on your shins, or you can keep one hand on the pole. Good, let's do the other side. Now hold it down, reach up and over with the left. Now straighten up the legs, hug that left hip back, and hinge forward. Good, start to come back up. Now we're going to move to one side of the pole. You can do these without as well. So it's going to be a side stretch. So instead of having the arm on the pole, you just have it on your hip, stretching up and over to the side. And really think about looking up through your top arm, so underneath that bicep, and then switch to the other side. Try and hold for about 2 or 3 breaths so you really feel a nice long lengthening, because moving into our sides, we do a lot of that in a lot of our exercises. Good. So now facing the pole, chest height with your hands, walk your legs out, and dip your chest down. So stretching through the upper back and shoulders. Same thing here, you can also bend your knees. And now start to round your back to come all the way back up. Now facing away from the pole, reach the arms up overhead. And then this time this stretching out your chest. So you're going to try and pull your chest away from the bar, but keep your hips so all your lower body is staying on the pole. Good. So pull it in. And now we're coming into our side hook. So a little bit of strength here. You're going to squeeze your knee inside around the pole and then reach up and over for a nice long side stretch again. Once you come back up, reach the inside arm first, then make like tree pose, holding it on an angle. This should really challenge your core. Other side. Good, so you can tilt over a little bit more if you can. And as you continue to do these ones, they'll get stronger and stronger. Your obliques will really love you for it. So now, taking your bottom leg, both on the ball of the foot, step the other leg forward. Make sure your knees are squeezing the pole and then sink your hips down about halfway. Open one arm and then switch to the other. From here, like little squats, keep those knees tight on the pole and then come up and down. So this is to mimic our climbing prep position. So really trying to use your inner thighs here to squeeze the knees against the pole. And then lower your hips and then pull yourself up. A few more here, and then we're going to hold it up, have the arms out. So this is our standing pose on the pole, just with the feet still on the floor. Let's do the other side. Good, so think squat straight down. Allow the arms to extend on the way down. Pull it back in, couple more. Now let's hold it up. Reach the arms out, but really think tuck under. So it's kind of hard to stay up, so you have to use your core. Good. Amazing job, thanks everyone.